Rebel till the day I die, and if you're a rebel, you will die. What up, big kids? Here's my big review of Rogue One: A Star Wars Story. This will be non-spoiler, but the major spoiler is that we know that they they get the Death Star plans because this is the movie that takes place right before A New Hope. So yeah, this is a Star Wars story that's not one of the new episodes. This is the first one to not be an episode, unless you count these Clone Wars animated movie and then like the Ewok movies or whatever. But yeah, let's get into it. So, but yeah, besides knowing that this takes place before A New Hope, there will be no spoilers. So this is directed by Gareth Edwards, who did Godzilla, and Gareth Edwards definitely has an amazing visual eye. Some of the best visual effects in any Star Wars movie is in this movie. And the action, especially the last third act, you guys will be like, oh man, there's some definitely jaw-dropping moments, and yeah, I cannot wait to see this again. I really enjoyed this film so much. I mean, I love Star Wars. I have freaking Yoda ears on here, and I'm all about the Rebel Alliance. So seeing the Rebel Alliance have go through this whole mission of getting the Death Star plans, it's a really wow, jaw-dropping experience. And this movie definitely puts the wars in Star Wars. For anyone that's thought The Force Awakens was plain and safe, this movie has balls. It's the most bold Star Wars movie since probably Revenge of the Sith. Yeah, and it's definitely a very dark movie. I definitely recommend don't taking little kids there unless they can understand that some characters, and I won't say who might not make it out, and you'll get invested in a lot of characters, and you might be really sad. It's really hard to say this without spoiling it, so I won't say that. But yeah, let's talk about the cast. So we got Felicity Jones as Jyn Erso. I love Felicity Jones. Very amazing actress, beautiful actress. Her Jyn Erso, definitely great character. I wouldn't say she is as great as Rey. I'd probably say she's better than Padme, but definitely not as great as like Rey or Leia. But that's just me. She definitely has a lot of layers. She has the most backstory in this movie, even though this is an ensemble movie. And anyone that thinks this is the Jyn Erso movie, it has it at times, but it's because her father, Galen Erso, who's played by Mads Mikkelsen, he's a big part of creating the Death Star. So, and one thing I will say, this movie fixes a major plot hole in Star Wars history that people will be really happy about. I'm really happy that they did that. That's something that made me smile so much. That's something that people have been complaining about for decades has now been retconned because of this movie. Now, but yeah, Jyn Erso, great character. I wouldn't say there'll be a lot of people that love her, but I definitely think the performance wasn't outstanding, say, with like Daisy Ridley's Rey. Now, Diego Luna's casting Andor, I actually really love him. He has a lot of layers. It really shows that the Rebel Alliance has that gray area. It's not just black and white, that the Empire is bad and the Rebels are good. I mean, they are good, but they definitely do get down and dirty for the greater good. And I really like that he showed that. And one of my favorite characters, K2SO, Alan Tureks. K2SO is just hilarious. I always love the droids, and this is definitely one of my favorite droids out there. He is hilarious. He is sarcastic. He is just so great, and he steals the movie in every scene he's in. And he gives some welcome humor in the movie. I definitely think that every movie, even dark war movies, needs some comic relief because otherwise it just gets too depressing. This movie gets really depressing at times, so really nice. Another favorite character of mine, Chirrut Îmé, played by Donnie Yen. He was absolutely amazing, such a badass. He was so great. He has some very amazing scenes in this movie, and definitely I cannot wait to get his Hot Toys, same with K2SO. We also got Baze Malvis, played by Wen Ying. I pronounce his name wrong, but he also is like buddy to turret, and he's like a badass with a gun. He's really cool. I would love to see more of them in the movie, or I wouldn't mind if they had their own spin-off movie to show what happened before Rogue One. We also got Ben Mendelsohn's Orson Krennic. He is awesome. I thought he was a great villain. He wasn't as like, you know, he's not like going to be like the Darth Vaders or Kylo Ren or Emperor. He interacts with a couple of famous Star Wars characters, and it's really great to see. And I thought he was awesome. I thought he was a good bad guy. Forrest Whitaker is Saw Gerrera. Now, if you love Saw Gerrera from the Clone Wars, it'll be really interesting seeing him in this movie. And yeah, I don't want to spoil anything, but yeah, just don't get your hopes high for Saw Gerrera. But yeah, he's cool though. We got Riz Ahmed as Booty Rook. He was cool too. He's the one that comes up with Rogue One. I thought he was great, and the whole squadron is awesome. Like, yeah, like we even get like little cameos from like, and this is not a spoiler because they showed this in clips in the trailer. Like Jimmy Smith's Bail Organa. Yeah, so I love how it connects it from the prequels to this one. Since technically this is a prequel, it still takes place before. Yeah, so yeah, it was cool. So there is definitely some flaws in this film. One thing, yeah. As much as there's some amazing action, amazing visuals, great characters, it is the Saving Private Ryan of Star Wars movies, meaning that you are definitely, yeah, if you watch any of those war movies, yeah, just expect going into that, not like The Force Awakens or any of that. It's definitely dark, it's definitely gritty. Definitely some pacing issues, whereas The Force Awakens I thought had the most amazing pacing of any Star Wars movie, where it just flowed so well and there was not a boring part whatsoever, even when explaining things. This one, I definitely think it really starts out super slow and then it builds up to a great finale. But yeah, it's it definitely, like I said, this movie a lot of adults will love because of the grittiness, how real it is, how much it is a war movie. But yeah, the kids will be, it is a really sad movie, and like I said, it's unlike The Force Awakens or other Star Wars movies like Return of the Jedi and whatnot. It's going to give you a more a Revenge of the Sith vibe, and if you love Revenge of the Sith, that's great. If you don't love Revenge of the Sith, then yeah. So for me personally, I love The Force Awakens more, but I still love this movie, and with that said, I give Rogue One a 4.5 out of 5. Like I said, there wasn't some pacing issues, and just the overall tone of the movie, even though with how great it is in so many ways, it just didn't leave me with that awe and wonder and hope as much as, you know, even The Force Awakens did. And like I said, the dark element of this movie will appeal to others, and some it might turn off. And I don't want to spoil anything, but definitely the whole Jedi element, yeah, it's there in some way, but yeah, it's definitely, this is the least amount of Jedi type of stuff in a Star Wars movie at all. So yeah, but definitely recommend it. I saw it in 3D. I'm gonna go see the movie right after this review. So hope you guys enjoyed my review, and stay tuned for more. Check out my website at SeanLexLong.com. Like me on Facebook, follow me on Twitter, Instagram, links in the description. Like this video, give it a thumbs up. And I'm Sean Long, may I live long and love life. This is a rebellion, isn't it? I rebel. I rebel. I love you guys. Time to take out that rebel scum. Oh yeah, that's right. Unlike the Empire, the rebels can actually hit their targets.